Our next speaker is Jessica Hoyle. Jessica lives in the Stony Creek Nation of Lutruwita, Tasmania, on the land of the Eora people. Born and bred in Launceston, she used to work in hospitality and now works for herself at home, where she's also a carer for her mum. Hi, Jessica. Could you give us a few details of your involvement in advocating for women's sex-based rights?
Well, to be quite honest, all I really wanted to do was run a drag king event for females only. Because there's nothing here that caters for lesbian women, and I really wanted to have some events, and I was really hoping to meet Cinderella, but Sarah Bolt, she said no. So, and said it was unlawful for me to have a single-sex event when I applied for that exemption, because Tasmania, you weren't allowed to have single-sex events. We used to have them, and then Rodney Croom and Martine Delaney lobbied the government to change it all a number of years ago. So we can't have single-sex events in Tasmania. And because of self-ID laws, we have to take in biological males that think that they could be something else, and it's really not that fair at all.
Jessica, can I go to you for the same question? What made you first realise transgenderism is a threat to women's rights?
I hit peak around about Mardi Gras time, about a year or two back, when they cancelled Ariel Scarcella. Now, Ariel Scarcella is quite a famous lesbian YouTube blogger, and they cancelled her from Mardi Gras, and she appeared on Sky News, and I watched that, and I was utterly upset, and from then I just stopped having anything to do with anything LGBTQITA++. I just stopped going, and I stopped having anything to do with anybody. And I think that was the last thing that happened that really piqued me. It's always lesbians that get hurt. It's always lesbians that get cancelled. It's always lesbians.
Is there an area of activity in which you focus your efforts to resist gender identity ideology? Where has that taken you?
Originally, I went to LGB Alliance Australia meetings, and I'm a supporter now. I'm also forming a direct action group called LGB Tasmania, and our website is lgbtasmania.org. And I have 6 members at the moment. And I've been out and about talking to different people and people in my area, and they actually seem very much like me. They don't agree with this gender identity ideology. So that's pretty good for where I'm living. And for somebody who belongs to the church, we're pretty much old-fashioned at church. We believe in God made a male and a female, and that's all that there really is to it. So that's really helped me as well to shelter me from gender ideology and all this nonsense as well.
What kind of opposition are you facing?
The local Examiner newspaper and the ABC ran me down. They ran the LGB Alliance down too as well, because I made the quote that trans women are men. My church is very supporting of me. My family is supporting of me. Cole is supportive of me. LGB Alliance Australia and CAT is supportive of me. Women Speak Tasmania is supportive of me. Other than the Examiner and the ABC, everything's been pretty good so far.
What are your next steps, and what do you think attendees could be doing?
I'm going to hit the street. Okay, I'm going to hit the street. I'm going to hit the ground running, and I'm going to do the biggest protest, bigger than Ben-Hur itself, down in Launceston. Support me, stand up and be heard. Don't let people silence you. Get louder. Get louder. Get louder. until they hear us. Get louder. Make some noise.